All right, hello Aries. Thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading for the week of the 24th. We're going to be doing a basic Celtic cross here to give you an idea of what this last week has had in store for you, what you can expect in the coming week or the coming weeks. And again, these readings are timeless, so they may go over the 1 week span that we're reading for, or they may just cover the weekend. So let's go ahead and see what Aries has in store for them. We already split up the deck into two halves, so I'm going to kind of pick and choose as we go because there's not a lot of space on here. So in our area of general energies, we're starting out with the Emperor card here. So I think that you're in a place of strength and confidence right now, Aries. Also, it's the Emperor. It's a very Aries-like fire sign kind of card. So I can see you, maybe this week you're feeling a little bit more confident and assertive with some kind of role that you have in your life. But let's go ahead and see what kind of challenges that you're going to be facing this next week, Aries. So in our area of our challenges, we have the Two of Cups as your challenge. And I think that this is kind of saying, the Emperor card, there is a lot of strength in the Emperor card. There's an Emperor in being like the lone wolf or something. But I think that this is basically saying that you kind of need to invite other people in. It doesn't have to be a love interest for the Two of Cups. It can really be anybody. So if you're starting some kind of new project or some new business venture or going back to school or starting anything new, I think right now you're feeling pretty confident about it, but you should also expand your horizon a bit and see the other people around you who can help manifest that dream. And in our recent past, we'll go ahead and draw from the other deck. In our recent past, so maybe like the past couple weeks or the last week, we have the Page of Cups. This is kind of about being like a novice almost to some kind of emotions that you're facing. And I can kind of see that here. This is building up. You have like a lot of strength and confidence in maybe this new venture that you're pursuing, but maybe there's a little bit of like emotional uncertainty. Maybe you're not sure how to attract other people into this project that you're doing. I know for myself, I've been going back to school for film, and I think the biggest challenge has just been learning to work with other people and learning to cooperate in these massive teams. So yeah, I definitely feel this also as an Aries myself. So this sounds like a reading for me almost, right? I think right now, Aries, you're just in a situation where you're starting something new, starting a new enterprise, starting a new project, a new chapter in life, and you need to kind of open up to other people because they're going to be, they can be there for you to help you really manifest those dreams. And in the area of the future, we have the Judgment card. So I can see this as saying maybe it's like more of like an inner judgment that you could be facing coming into the future, or maybe your reluctance to pick up other people into these projects could kind of create some form of like judgment around yourself. I could see maybe other people judging you in this reading, especially because it's kind of interesting too, because in this Judgment card and in this Two of Cups card, we have two similar rabbits here. We have like a Dutch rabbit here and a Dutch rabbit there. So it seems like maybe if you kind of like almost fail, not necessarily fail, but maybe if you just are a little too reluctant to work with other people, they're going to begin judging you. They might not like take sides against you, but they're going to be more apprehensive to work with you in the future. And I've kind of seen that in like my own courses and stuff. You see some people who are really excited to work with other individuals, and then some people who aren't. And then over time, they just kind of get naturally cast aside because everybody assumes, okay, maybe this person thinks that they're better than everybody else. They don't want to work with us. So here in our area of above, almost kind of like the superego as well, this is you. This is the Justice card here. So I think that you're kind of maybe like a little bit worried about you're kind of worried about this potential judgment that you could be facing by other people. You may feel that it is unjust. Maybe if you've decided to not work with certain people and then they've kind of taken a side against you, perhaps you can be feeling in this moment right now that there's an unjust situation, a conspiracy growing against you almost. And here in our area of the below, in the unconscious, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I can see right now in like your area of the unconscious, we have the Page of Pentacles here. And this is again about starting something new with the Page card here. It's really about like that energy that focuses around starting something new. Like the first like couple weeks that you get into starting a new project, that kind of excitement and that energy surrounding that. And here with your unconscious, you have this drive probably for material something material here. You're hoping to start up maybe like a new business venture. So I say if right now you're hoping to start up this new business venture, but there might be some apprehension about working with other people or how they might perceive you and judge you. So Aries, I think like right now, the big thing for you is going to be learning to open up a little bit more to help and assistance from other individuals. So Aries, let's go ahead and see what kind of advice or guidance that the cards have for you. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune for your advice and guidance. So here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's just going to be basically saying there's a continual motion, there's things changing, you're going to go through these positive times and these negative times. And I think that as advice, this can be a reminder, like when you start something new, there can be like this great amount of energy around it. We have the Page of Cups here, and then also the Page of Pentacles. You're obviously starting some kind of new venture and you're feeling pretty confident right now about it, but just understand that, you know, those feelings may sour in the coming days or weeks or months, and you might have to go through this cycle where you have several weeks or maybe even months where you're just feeling as though maybe this isn't for you, and you're just gonna have to work through that basically. I think that that's the advice with the Wheel of Fortune here, with all these other cards. It's just telling you to take a moment to, even when you get those like creative blocks or something, just kind of work through it and just keep on making something until that creative block is gone. And in any guidance that you have coming in, we have the Seven of Swords. So as far as like guidance goes, I think that the Seven of Swords here is, oftentimes the Seven of Swords is about somebody like cheating or being treacherous or doing something against you. I think that this could just be talking about like your inner self. You're feeling as though people might betray you. That's why I'm kind of seeing some apprehension here, Aries, with working with other people. I think that that's like a big theme of this reading. There's a little bit of apprehension about working with other people, and I think that the guidance here is that you shouldn't feel as though these people are out to get you. And then also you have like the Seven of Swords here. It's one rabbit. There's only so much that he can carry, so much that he can do on his own. It's a little subversive with the Seven of Swords. It might be that in order to carry more of those swords, because there's two swords being left behind on this card, in order to carry all those swords and in order to see some plan through, you're going to have more guidance and more people on your side, which is kind of calling back to this Two of Cups card here. And Aries, in your area of hopes and fears for this next week, we have the Five of Wands. And I think it's a card of hopes and fears, Aries. I think that this is your fear. The Five of Wands here, we have a bunch of rabbits, and on the original card is children who are depicted kind of fighting with sticks. It's all about like learning the process. Everybody's kind of a novice in this situation. Everybody's learning things at the same time as you. And I can feel as though like there's a little bit of competition in that too. I know like starting my own program, a lot of people, we all have like different skills that we're bringing into the program. But at the same time, we're all novices. So I think that right now your fears is kind of just being caught up in this web of different people who are also novices in this new area that you're entering, Aries. And in your outcome, we have the Six of Wands. So pretty celebratory. It's all about a parade and celebrating new things coming into your life. I think this is pretty positive, Aries. I think that this whole reading is just kind of saying, look out about being too isolated from other individuals and unwilling to work with other people, because those are going to be the people who you're meeting right now who are going to be able to build you up and render some kind of success into your life. So even though like you're a novice right now, there's a lot of cards here with like the Five of Wands and then the Page cards. This is speaking to like a lot of like novice energy. You're really excited about something, but you're still you aren't incredibly gifted at whatever you're getting into right now, Aries. So I know with me doing tarot reading, obviously, and then also this being my first reading that I'm getting back into, I'm an Aries. So this is almost like a little bit fitting for me, I think, because there's like a lot of like shortcomings that I have with the program that I'm studying or doing these internships or starting this tarot channel. And I've just kind of had to accept that there are other people who I can learn from, other people who I can work with who are also novices as well. And those people are going to be the people who inspire me, uplift me at the same time, and then we can uplift each other, and then we all create better things because of that. So it's a pretty optimistic reading, Aries. I think this is just saying to look out for being too lone wolf-like. Don't go out on your own. Really try to find other people to work with. we're going to pull 3 cards here. 3 cards, just a basic yes or no questions, maybe even yes, no, or maybe. So if you want to pause the video for a minute, I'm going to select 3 cards. So 3, 2, 1, and we're going to pull 3 cards here for you, Aries. Just pull them off the top. So for your first question, I'm seeing a definite yes with this 4 of Wands. With your second question, with the 2 of Pentacles, I'm seeing kind of a maybe, a little bit of a juggling act on this. I mean, literally on the Page of Pentacles card, juggling 2 things. It's looking a little bit confused right now with that second question. And on your final question with the 7 of Swords, kind of seeing a no on that. So a yes, a maybe, and a no. Thank you so much for joining us, Aries. Please check out your sun, moon, and rising videos as well. And also subscribe, like this video. And also check us out on Instagram as well, because we share some behind the scenes stuff. Thank you.